Thank you very much for your question around the business banking strategy. We're quite excited about our business banking strategy as it finds um, really something of a fast track with the Greenrod acquisition. We had said earlier on that Accelerate 25 is anchored on two pillars, strengthening the core of our business and expanding the core. In expanding the core, we sought to move out of just retail banking into business banking. Greenrod Bank brings an established franchise into the middle of the pyramid commercial segment, which we're very happy to support. It will help diversify our business and do all the things that we said we'd want to achieve via diversification of our revenue streams. Over and above Greenrod Bank, I've been very clear that we need to build a digital SMME offering, and I think that what we are doing with Greenrod will enable the build-up of that digital SMME business to actually happen pretty fast. Lastly, and very importantly, is this idea of platform banking and alliances ecosystems around that digital SMME offering and business banking. This will differentiate us in the market in terms of how we seek to support entrepreneurs to succeed via financial services. That's the core of our business banking strategy. Thank you. Gustav, I think you've got a question on RDS.
Thank Kennedy. Yes, the question is, what is the expected remaining life of the RDS book and what is the percentage commission earned on collections? We are very proud of the amounts that we've been able to recover from this book. And yes, there is still some remaining life left. The fair value, as disclosed by the curator, is 779 million, and the percentage commission is 32.75%.
Thanks, Gustav. The next question, well, it's a congratulations on acquisitions of Greenrod Bank and assets and liabilities of Ubank. The question is, how is the integration going? Very nice question. Yes, we're quite chuffed that whilst the focus of these results has been on the organic growth of the business and how we're strengthening the core of our retail franchise, thus, the uplift we're getting from that, we are also delighted that we're able to close on Greenrod Bank and Ubank acquisitions and have a very clear plan on integration. The two businesses are different. Greenrod Bank can run for a while as almost a standalone business bank alongside our consumer banking. We're building our business bank via Greenrod Bank. It brings in a different set of expertise and of market approach to what we have today, and that is why we can run it as a standalone for a few months ahead of divisionalizing it. Whereas on this other side, Ubank is very much similar to our current African bank franchise, and work has commenced and is moving with speed to ensure that there's rapid integration of what are by and large similar functions that now bring a scale into our consumer banking franchise. Integration going very well, and we are focused on making sure that our customers continue to be excited by new products, new capabilities that Greenrod Bank and Ubank make available for them. Gustav, I think you've got another question there on capital market issuances.
Thanks, Kennedy. So the question is, any future capital market issuances planned for FY23? The answer is yes. We are planning an issuance round about in the middle of the year. That obviously follows on the successful issuances that we've had in the last 18 months. And we also think it's actually time to start thinking about the Tier 2 subordinated debt issuance. So watch the space.
It is actually quite interesting, exciting, isn't it? How well received we've been by various institutional investors who want to be part of this story. So well done, Gustav, and the finance and treasury team in getting us here. Only a few years ago, you could not have imagined this.
Yes,
You know,
exactly. Thank you very much, Kennedy.
the next question is around um, how our diversification strategy is panning out within the consumer banking space, seeing that we are no longer just a microlender. So that is a very insightful observation. We certainly are no longer just a microlender. We are much more than that. These results point at that. Whilst we've had, and we are chuffed to have had 38% increase in our net advances for the year, a big contributor to our profitability. A lot of that advances is not just in personal unsecured loans. Quite some more is coming from the uptake on credit cards. It's coming from an uptake on overdraft. And we launched our headset financing product. It's really the kind of product to pick up if you're a customer these festive seasons. We're also quite chuffed that we've had over 87% increase in our My World transactional banking account. Easily one of the best transactional accounts in the market today. So our consumer bank is really making strides in availing fully fledged retail services and solutions for our customers. And we think that this is an exciting time to be a customer at African Bank. The next question is, what is the size of the anticipated pre-IPO in 2023? You should have a crack at that, Gustav. It's a tough question.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, this is obviously not an answer or a question that we have an answer to at this point. So, hence the hospital pause here. So, yeah, I mean, yes, we are working on a pre-IPO, so that's definitely a fact. But the details we are still working on. So again, it's one of those watch the space questions. It's probably not going to happen in 2023, though, unfortunately.
No. But the most we can hope for, and we're working towards in 2023, is that pre-IPO, which will be an anchor for the ultimate IPO in 2020, much later on. In 2023, we'd be looking to ensure that colleagues and select stakeholder business partner groupings become part of our IPO to reduce the size that would then have to get out in what we hope will be a broad-based retail offering as and when the timing is correct. The next question is following on from the Ubank acquisition. What is the forecasted expected cost-to-income ratio range given their large branch network? Gustav?
Yeah, so I think the choice of words in this question is quite interesting. Firstly, they do have a branch network. It is not large in comparison to the network that already exists in the African Bank structure. So from memory, I think they were sitting with about 70 branches odd, and we were sitting with about 400 branches odd. So we do not expect the acquisition of Ubank to impact our cost-to-income ratio negatively. In fact, if you consider all of the opportunities that come across with it, in the longer term, it should actually impact our cost-to-income ratio positively.
You're spot on, Gustav, and particularly because we had already taken a decision to have a hybrid distribution network. We're excited about strides we're making with respect to digital channels and direct sales. But we are not those who think that the days of a physical branch are over. We actually think that a proper optimization of your physical branch network with your direct sales, with your digital channels, make for a winning distribution in the market. Our customers want to choose how they interact with us, and we want to offer them that choice. There is a good amount of work that has happened, is continuing with the optimization of our own 402 or so branches. And as these Ubank branches also come to play, that work will extend to them. We think they are a positive and not a negative. Thank you very much for your time this morning. We're quite chuffed by the results that were presented. We think it's a good step forward in our journey of Accelerate 25. And these results give us really the belief that we are on plan, we are on track to delivering Accelerate 25. Good morning.